Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Now remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problems, you can contact me at 339-1670. That is 339-1670. Or you can call my office at 237-3135. 237-3135. Those of you that have properties to sell or looking for property to buy, you can also contact me at those numbers. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, up the Caribbean and around the globe. You have a few minutes, call your friends and your family, tell them Saieed Ali is back on Real Talk. We are live. Remember, you can catch us live on TT Real Talk on Facebook, like our page. You can subscribe to TT Real Talk on YouTube and just click the bell. Subscribe and you will see us live. Now viewers, I do apologize for not being here for the last couple of days to entertain you all in your living rooms and in your bedrooms, even on your phones. But I was a little under the weather. I had to visit a doctor, which he recommended that I get some time off, meaning I had to rest because I was pushing myself so much with work and my show and making sure people with their problem, they got attention. So I do apologize for not being here on those days. But nevertheless, I am here. I want to say thank God for that. Now, there's a saying sometimes that where God wants you, there He will put you. And I am thankful for being here back on my show Monday night. So remember viewers, tell your friends, tell your family, Real Talk is on. Saieed Ali have started back and we are up and running. Now viewers, I do want to send condolences on national television to the families and friends of the Boeing 737 MAX 8 that crashed. It's sad to know that an airline could take off and with a couple of minutes, every individual, 157 passengers and crew members died. To the family and friends who were on that airline, do accept our condolences from Real Talk Studios. Look at that, viewers on screen. It's sad. It's sad to know that that took place. According to reports, they have the black box at hand, the officials, and they would know exactly what went wrong at that minute that would cause that plane to malfunction. Like I said, viewers, I do send my condolences from me and my team to the families and friends of that crash. It's sad. Now moving on, viewers. We just came off Carnival. We just came off Carnival. According to Ashton Ford, chairman of CPEP, Calypsonian Winston Croco Rollins is back at CPEP because the person who made the accusation did not want to come forward to take the matter further. Now listen this. The board took a decision to suspend Mr. Rollins. The board also took the decisions to continue paying Rollins his salary while on suspension. Like I said before, You cannot suspend an individual and continue giving him his pay in order to prove a point. You spend up in mud and you waste time. You spend up in mud and you waste time. Now I understand the individual never meant harm and don't want to go further with it. I could understand that. I could understand that. But look at this. When a video of an officer abusing his power circulates, they investigate and they suspend. And actions are being taken. Actions are being taken because they are members of the TTPS. Now, Croco is a Calypsonian. He is a leader. He is a coordinator at CPEP. And you're back on the job. So that it tells me that any Calypsonian could abuse any member of the public and be suspended with pay, and after that, you're free to come back up. You're free to come back, continue your job. Well, this is Trinidad and Tobago, where anybody could do anything now. Am I right, viewers? Remember, our phone lines are open, 237-3135. Call, make your comment, and let the public hear what you have to say. Now, shifting from that a little bit now, we're going on to the incident that happened with a masquerader and a former Minister of Health. Now listen to what Candice had to say.
I decided that 2019 I'll hit the road again to play mass.
Okay.
I went to Tribes Band Lounge, saw Lost Tribes costumes, fell in love with Mumtaz, and there and then I decided I was hitting the road again. So I hit the road. The first incident took place, and I mean, I paid it no attention really. It took place on Upper R. Peter Avenue. I came out the band to take some photos, and some women standing on the side of the road, very much plus size like myself in jeans and t-shirts, said to me, "Fat women don't play mass. We fat women don't play mass." So I responded, "Look for me in my costume tomorrow." Because I mean, I know I'm on the road and I'm excited about it. And that afternoon, my band and my friend's band was one behind each other. You know how it is on the carnival route. And we meet up and we chatting and we hanging and, you know, you're dancing, you're having a good time. And a photographer comes up to us and he says he wants a photo of her. So she strikes a pose right there. And he said, "No, I want a photo of you alone." So I immediately stepped aside, not really thinking about it, not feeling any way about it per se. And she indicated to him that if he's not taking a photo of the both of us, she doesn't want it. Right. Monday night, she and I had a conversation about it, and she was indicating to me that several times we dismiss it. And, you know, it started to play on my mind. And maybe that's why I put so much thought into what took place and the different situations. On Tuesday, now I hit the road in my costume. I honestly felt amazing. A young man came to dance on me. And like any true Trini, I danced back. So moments later, two girls came and they pulled him off. So one of the girls shouted something that was very distasteful, and I just walked away. I mean, I'm not a confrontational type person, so I just walked away. And moments later, he came back and he apologized for his sister's and her friend's action. Okay. And we had a conversation about it. And I mean, it lent itself into the conversation I had the night before with my friend. So I definitely was paying attention to the situation. You know, it's not I mean, I usually dismiss it, truth be told, and I think a lot of people dismiss when these things happen. We don't deal with it at all, but I was paying attention. And a woman came up to me and she asked to take a photo of me with her, and we posed. We took a couple shots, and then she told me that I look so beautiful for a plus-size masquerader, for a plus-size girl. Sure. And I replied to her, I look beautiful regardless, you know? And we hugged and we went away. And truth be told, I don't even think that she realized what she just said. She just indicated that, you know, I was beautiful as a plus-size person, and that plus-size persons may not necessarily be beautiful.
Now, viewers, Candace Santana, plus size, was proud. She was proud of her size. She was proud that individuals commented. They commented of how beautiful she looked. Now I want you all to understand where I am going with this. They are all shape and all size of people in Trinidad and Tobago and around the world. You see, as one person, do not condemn. I don't condemn at all, at all, at all. Whether you're black, whether you're white, whether you're fat, whether you're thin, whether you're local, whether you're foreign, I do not condemn. But listen to what our former Minister of Health, Ford Khan, had to say.
Hi, Candace Santana. Victimization and calling about fat shaming is not the issue. The issue is, do we want our children to suffer from non-communicable diseases as they get older? Right now, the whole, almost about 60% of the population, they are obese. And they are going to suffer with non-communicable diseases as you get older because of the disease of obesity. So when you pull the victim syndrome about fat shaming and fat acceptance, it's not so. As a former Minister of Health, I am extremely concerned about the diabetic type 2 diseases and also high cholesterol in our young people because of obesity and overweight. So when you come on and you start to speak about fat shaming in society, just shut up. Because it's not about a fat shaming society if you have big aprons around your waist, your arms are hanging, and all that type of thing. That is obesity. That's a disease. Your BMI is greater than 35. I don't want my children in my country to suffer from such issues of obesity because people like you try to pull the victim system, victim shaming. That's not victim shaming. It's the reality that you all are too fat and you are forcing the fatness on the children of Trinidad and Tobago and the world because of the junk you're eating, no self-control, exercise is minimal, and you just use words like victimization and fat shaming and fat society. Shut up and lose the weight, or else you'll suffer from serious non-communicable diseases as you get older. I'm an advocate for breaking down the non-communicable diseases, especially in children. If you want to do yourself that stupidness, go ahead. Walk around the place like a tub, but don't let my children in Trinidad and Tobago, none of them, end up like tubs like you. We don't want no non-communicable diseases. It's a strain on the healthcare and it's short lives for them. Heart attacks, diabetes, eye problems, foot problems, renal problems, respiratory problems because of the stupidness that you're promoting. It's not about fat shaming and fat acceptance. You're fat, you're obese, lose the weight, and decrease the incidence of non-communicable diseases as you get older.
So you viewers, so the fat people in Trinidad and Tobago and around the world, they are tubs. They are tubs, according to the former Minister of Health. You're calling fat individuals tub. Now you tell me, viewers, is that something to say to fat men and women throughout the world? As a former health minister, you all are tubs. Is that the correct thing to say as a former health minister? You tell me. You tell me, viewers. So what he's saying is that fat male and female, it best to stay inside your house and don't come outside walking. Is that what you're trying to say? Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
I haven't spoken to you in a long time, but I would like to say that Dr. Fuad Khan has a problem and he needs to see a doctor. If not, he should see his leader and from his party and let her decide whether he should remain in the party or not. Because what he did there was bullying. And with regards to Coco, you were the first show that the gentleman in question called after I called, and he said he never used the N-word. I want to know, allegedly so, how Ashton Ford could put him back to work when he broke so many laws. He used obscene language, he used the phone while driving, he said the man called him the nigger word, he said the peaceful man and a fear victimization, he didn't come forward. That was why he broke all the law and returned him to his $100,000 a year job in addition to all he gets for his debt. No, that's not right, and I'm glad you're there to pick it up. If you were not picking, thank you for picking it up. Coco, I'm ashamed of you. Thank you for the time.
Thank you, my friend. This is what a former Minister of Health is calling fat people in Trinidad and Tobago and around the world. And on top of it, he's telling you all, shut your mouth. Come back to me, guys. Shut your mouth. So fat men and fat women, you must not be proud of yourself. You must not have the self-confidence to know, you know what? I am a plus size and I could walk with my head high and people will be amazed of me. While we have a former minister telling you now, the fat people, shut your mouth. Go and walk. And when we bring in obesity on the children of Trinidad, on his children of Trinidad and Tobago, how many children he have? 1 million? No, I want to know if that is correct for a former health minister to say. And viewers, listen this. When we call now on our present Minister of Health to respond to what our former minister said, he cannot comment. He cannot make a comment. Well, I am not surprised that he cannot make a comment. I am not surprised. Caller, good night.
Hello.
Yes, go right ahead.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Good night to you.
Sometimes I just feel to myself, that these people, you know, the education, they have this be underneath their foot. You understand?
Yes.
Because if it's really where it's supposed to be, them kind of talk that they'll be talking, they won't talk those kind of talk at all.
Thank you. You have
a
call?
blessed night.
Caller, good night. Caller, are you there? You see, this is the thing I will stand up for. Hello?
Yes.
Hello? Caller, anytime you start with them kind of thing, I cut you off one time. You cannot be the minister, the former Minister of Health, and be saying them things. So come election next year now, if Ford can go back as the Minister of Health for the UNC, do you think the people will vote for that? Do you think? I tell you, when I sit down and I listen to this and I take in there, I say, nah. You can't be a minister of health and condemning fat people. You have to be a mad minister. A mad minister. Viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but still locked on. This is Real Talk. I'm Saieed Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now switching a little bit, viewers. People are creating fake social media accounts and soliciting money in exchange for helping the public with housing at HDC. Reports indicated to the fraud squad, anyone selected for an HD house and requests to make payments at the HDC office, please have a receipt. Now listen to this, viewers. This scandal have been going on for a little while now, and I decided to bring it to the attention of the public. Many fraudsters are creating fake accounts, and individuals of Trinidad have been going to the sites and applying and making deposits to individuals to get HDC houses. Now this is a scam have been going on and on and on. That is why we are hearing now that people have been paying John Doe 10,000 and 20,000 and 12,000, and up to now they cannot get an HDC house. Numerous reports have been made to fraud squad, and it is an ongoing matter. Caller, good night.
Mr. Said, how are you going, man?
All right.
Said, if you knowingly purchase something that is stolen, you are charged also for purchasing stolen items.
Receiving stolen items.
Abetting. People know there are a procedure for application towards getting a home from HDC. Yet, they go and try to every means possible to see how they could pay somebody some kind of bribe or some smart man come. As soon as they lose their money, they go into a fraud squad and they go into the police. Shouldn't they as well as be charged for encouraging and knowingly supporting something that is illegal? So why these people, and when they say that they pay this man 20,000 and they pay that one 10,000 to get a HDC home, and they know that they cannot acquire a home through that means, that they are knowingly doing something that is wrong. Goes to the police. Why does the police don't lock them up for supporting something that is illegal? That is one of the issues that people supposed to, everybody who try to get a HDC homes through those means, knowingly that they are doing something illegal, should be charged also. And it's good for them when they lose their money. Secondly, cigarette smoking for decades was an issue and a problem in the country, throughout worldwide. People getting cancer, they had to ban it in public places, they had to stop advertising cigarette smoking and things. For decades,
True.
we have been talking about smoking, and yet people continue to do it. Nobody paid no attention to it.
True.
Until we reach this point where we have to ban it, to force people now to have respect for secondary smoke and other people who doesn't smoke. We reach that point now. Obesity is a problem for years now in this country.
True.
Everybody talking about obesity and being overweight and diabetes and what leads to all the disease from being overweight and everything. Nobody takes it on. We continue seeing that now every weekend you're going to a cinema, you're seeing parents with their children, a big pack of popcorn, all the snacks that is unhealthy for them. They're going into the cinemas, they're going movies, they're having burgers, they're having everything that is unhealthy. We feeding the children, we enjoying it. Then, when you see, you come and you get sick now, and you go to the hospital, you complain now to and make a big scene, but the government cannot support the people who come into the hospital and all sorts of nonsense because of the lifestyle that we practice. And someone don't go to sleep in the morning and get up in the evening or get up the next day and they are 200 pounds overweight or they are 100 pounds overweight. That is something weight comes on gradually according to how you live and the lifestyle. Now if you're sick and it's some kind of medical condition that's leading to the weight, we are not living in the days when you don't have medication and you don't have knowledge and you don't have the information that if you're sick and what you could do to improve your health and all these kind of things. So that people talking about you could be sick and you could gain weight and you could, yes, but there are cures for all the diseases that you could be diagnosed for. So all them kind of dotish argument.
Kola, you there? Kola, what you need to understand, and my point is, you do not go around being a former minister. Now, I understand everything you say. Being a former minister, you do not go around condemning people's size. If they come to you and they are overweight and it is caused by obesity, well, then you deal with it. But there are people, they are fat people and they are healthy. Not every fat individuals have an obesity problem. I wonder what the woman arms of Trinidad and Tobago are saying now. Because thus far, I haven't heard any one of them responding. The woman arms of the PNM, what are they saying? The woman arms of the UNC, what are they saying? And in general, the woman arms of Trinidad and Tobago have not said anything thus far. Thus far. So shifting gears a little bit, viewers, we're going on to our Commissioner of Police, Mr. Gary Griffith. Now, I am one individual that gave Jack its jacket. Our Commissioner of Police, with one tongue, he is saying he are going after the police officer on the Western Peninsula by polygraph tests. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully. If you found them guilty, you will reassign them to another department. Now this is where I hit a hammer on the nail head. You want to go against corrupt officers. Listen carefully. You want to go against corrupt officers, but you're splitting your tongue. Do not do that. Because it will break you and it will break your service as a commissioner of police in Trinidad and Tobago. Hence the reason why. You want to deal with the Western Peninsula officers and police departments. No problem, I agree with you. Polygraph test every one of them. 140 officers on the Western Peninsula, polygraph. If you catch them guilty, why reassign them to another station? Excuse. Why reassign them? Why can't you suspend them with no pay? I am asking you that as the commissioner. Because it's like you want to go after crooked officers? No problem. I will congratulate you on national television. On national television. The world will see host Saieed Ali of Real Talk commending the commissioner for a job well done. Remember, corrupt officers. When you polygraph the Western officers and you find them guilty, why are you reassigning them to another station? Why? Suspend them, no pay one time, because you want to take out. You're preaching to the public, you want to remove the rogue officers, the rogue elements from within the TTPS. But when you catch them guilty and polygraph, you want to switch them to where? On the east? On the north? On the south? It's because you realize you have a corrupt officer here, you ain't firing him, but you're moving him to our next station. Don't you think the corruption will continue with that officer because it's already embedded in him? I just want to know. You tell me. Viewers, let me hear what you have to say. 237-3135. This is just something that hit me. It hit me very hard when I heard that. I was like, but how this man telling the public you want to deal with rogue elements and you want to have the TTPS up to standard, but you're transferring a guilty officer to our next station. This is what I was thinking. In my mind, you ain't fix the problem. You take the officer from the west and you put him in the east and he will open a door right there. And the job continues. So that have no solution to it. None. Now, staying on the commissioner, but we're going to the former commissioner of police now. The former commissioner of police, Stephen Williams, is saying that they are breaching the amendment by the TTPS officers wearing camouflage. Just imagine this, eh? His son get hold for being related to gang members. And he's still in lockdown. Now, is the former commissioner, you're complaining about the wear that the TTPS wearing. Excuse. When you were in office as the commissioner of police, how many crimes, how many kidnapping, how many rape, how many individuals going to change the way of the TTPS officers? You didn't even change as much as an act. You didn't move forward to pass a law or to sit down with the Attorney General and talk about changing an amendment or a legislation or a law. But today, you want to talk about the way of the TTPS. And what your son got hell doing? Affiliating with what? Gangs? No wonder why crime escalated under your watch. No wonder why. Staying on security now. Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffiths, is telling the nation that when you call in a hoax concerning a bomb threat, you could be sentenced to life. Listen, sentenced to life for calling a hoax, for calling in a fake bomb threat. But we have individuals in Trinidad and Tobago. Forgive me, viewers, I still have the cold, I still on medication. You telling these individuals that when you're calling a bomb threat, make sure it have a bomb. Otherwise, if they trace you back, you could be sentenced for life. But we have gun-running criminals with AK-47 and 9mm and Uzi and AR-15. We have these criminals and them getting bail. But you want to jail a man for calling in a hoax. When you have live ammo in front of you, you're granting bail. Now you're doing a good job, you know, Commissioner. You are doing a very, very excellent job. Very, very excellent job. I do commend you. But be careful when you're making your statements. Be very careful. I understand that you are still awaiting results from officers being away from duty on Carnival. I heard at one point in time you wanted to fire them. Some of them have legitimate reasons for staying away. Caller, good night.
Good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead.
Concerning the Commissioner of Police, he mixing up everything, you know. I don't know what is he really doing. He's doing a good job, eh?
Yes.
But imagine you going to polygraph the police officers and then assign them to another station, and they commit a crime and they commit a wrong thing, and you're going to assign them to another station? What kind of Commissioner of Police you is? What kind of Commissioner of Police you is? We applaud you, you're doing things nice, you're working, but when you go to polygraph now, you're saying you're going to transfer them. We lost confidence on you. Griffith, we will be lost confidence on you. You're creating crime in the police service. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. You see, this that I am dealing with here, this is a real issue. This is real talk. This is real issue that I am bringing forward to you, the people. This is real matters that need to be addressed. That is why I told you all, I am not going to run down a bandit with a gun and with a set of drugs, and when they do check 3 days after that, he out on bail. I waste my time. And then on top of it now, we bring out an anti-gang legislation. And what happened? Where's the gang leaders? Behind prison? No. No. The CID, fraud squad, TTPS, big men in office, we recognize, we know who the gang leaders are, but where are they? They are continue driving their Porsche, BMWs and X5 and Audi. While they come out on the public now to try and tie up and fool the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, why bring a law when you're not enforcing it? We are talking about people who killing. We are talking about people who will walk in your house and just gun you down, and done with that. Everybody know the criminals. Caller, good night.
Hi, good night.
Go right ahead, sir.
I don't really, how to say it, I kind of support him, Mr. Different, but at the same point in time, he's not going after the bigger heads.
Exactly.
At the same point in time, too, the same point is stated, which is true. Why find corrupted police officers and place them in a different district?
Why are you doing that?
You know? Why you don't give everybody drug tests? Why you don't give everybody polygraph? Why you not doing that? And the thing about it, you're only targeting the minor.
True.
The minor ones on the ground, the minor troops.
Yes.
You're not going after the big heads.
Go after the big guns.
That's what I like to say. And for me, this is not performance. Performance is when you really put some of the big heads, even politicians, behind bars.
Thank you, caller.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said. Now, Commissioner, I am supporting you 100%. Like I said, when you do the right, I will support you. But you see, the thing is, you do not allow power to get to your head. You don't. Guys, come back to me. Now, let me tell you something. I just do spiritual work. I was gifted to do spiritual work. I could call upon a spirit at any point in time. But the thing is, I, Saieed Ali, understand I have the gift of commanding a spirit. You know, people that like to call people like we, well, them is Obia man, or them is Jinx man, and them is Voodoo man, because they could get a spirit to do this and get a spirit to do that. But listen this, look where I am. I am on national television educating the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension outside. That is what I am doing. I am not letting the power that I possess get to my head. I speak in 6 different languages: Arabic, Urdu, Sanskrit, Hebrew, Greek, and English. And I am just a simple man educating the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension outside on national television. I am not letting it get to my head. I am not making foolish decisions. I have something on a piece of paper on your table. I hope you sign it. I hope you sign it. Like I said, do not let the power of the word Commissioner of Police fall into you and shake you up. Don't. It's a job. Stand firm and stay focused. Keep your head on your shoulder and you will get the job done. You are shifting from that a little bit. While we're talking about all this, a 15 years old individual from Caroni appeared in a Port of Spain magistrate court today, charged with shooting with intent to do grievous body harm. He was charged with shooting with intent. 15 years old. You all don't want corporal punishment in school, but we have a 15-year-old shooting with intent. His mental capacity was shoot to kill. You all want to bring back corporal punishment. You all want to bring back hanging. But the 15-year-old will demonstrating to you is that I kill you or you kill me. Just imagine that. Think about that. Switching a little bit of gears now, viewers, we're going to Minister of National Security. Stuart Young made a trip to Tobago where they opened a police station, as he said, would be better than any station in Trinidad and Tobago thus far. Look at this video, viewers.
It is always a great pleasure, an honor and a privilege to be across here in Tobago. And in the absence of the Honorable Prime Minister, I can say I've asked many times to come to Tobago, and his response has always been, sure, stay in Trinidad and do your work. This afternoon is a great day, and it's a historic day, not only for Tobago, but for Trinidad. As we've heard every single speaker that preceded me say, and I can give full endorsement, we have come here today to open the best police station, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, but I dare say throughout the Caribbean.
So that was Stuart Young, viewers, in Tobago at the opening of our police station. But what I want you all to understand is, just imagine a 15-year-old shooting with intent. Shooting with intent. He was, before the Port of Magistrate Court, charged with a murder. With a murder. Just imagine that. You all don't want to bring back hanging. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night, go right ahead.
Firstly, I just want to say, good job, sir.
Thank you.
Good job. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Yes, good job. And you're giving the wrong good competition. Have a blessed night.
Thank you, my friend. You see, Real Talk was invented to educate the people. Real Talk was invented to empower the people. Now, I'm going to tell you something, viewers. We're going back in a little biblical history. When God created Moses and sent Moses into Pharaoh's kingdom, he grew up among the educated people. His lifestyle was lavish. Lavish. He had the best of everything a human being could wanted. But remember, God had a plan. God had a plan. When God took Moses out of Pharaoh's kingdom and sent him in the wilderness, was just Moses and the desert alone. But God had a plan. Listen, that God had a plan. He taught Moses, he trained Moses, and he sent back Moses into Pharaoh's kingdom. Why? To pull the children out of bondage, out of slavery. And there God demonstrated his power through Moses. I am not Moses and I am Saieed Ali. I just want you to understand that. I am here to fulfill a purpose for a period of time. And I will fulfill my purpose in my timing with the power of God working through me. Hence the reason why God created Saieed Ali, a spiritual individual and someone who could deal with spirits on this earth. Let me tell you something. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know why I say that? Me and my wife just have a little fallout sometime. At the end of the day, I am a human being. But we don't let 2 days or 3 days pass with anger. No. My wife taught me that. He said, hey, Mr. Man, even though we fall off, make sure 3 days and pass, you know. So it's for me to catch myself. So you, the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, open your eyes and understand what I, Saieed Ali, am telling you all. How we could have a former Minister of Health telling a fat individual, shut your mouth, here's a tub. Now we have our Commissioner of Police now, random testing, drug testing for officers. So what guys come back to me? We're almost out of time. So, excuse, I still have the cough. So now you're going to do random testing, drug testing for police officers now. Now if you catch an officer guilty of drugs now in his system, what are we going to do about that? Are we going to suspend them? Are we going to send them to another station? You tell me, the viewers. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Good night.
I'm calling to say that minister was talking about fat people, right? He said that the fat people should shut them out, but he's the one need to shut him out. And furthermore, we don't need him as a minister in this country. He's not fit to be a minister in this country. He can't disagree people because of fat. Fat people just look more sexy than thin people.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay, Mr. Ali. Have a good night. Thank you.
Same to you. Random testing for officers. What are we going to do? If you catch them guilty with drugs in their system, what are we going to do now? You know what's my thing? You know smoking is illegal. You know you is an officer of the law. You want police officers to learn, suspend them one time. You know why? You know why? Being an officer of the law of Trinidad and Tobago, you understand who you are. You understand who you are. Suspend them without pay. You can't fire them? Okay, no problem. You're suspended from your work. And done with that. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
This police station gonna have a real good architect or something, or like everybody from CARICOM gonna come and look at this one police station in Tobago.
It's always
tourism. It's a build the nation. What really going on? This is what I'm saying. Build the best police station.
The best station in the Caribbean.
But yet still the officers that they are hiring. Well, he might even relocate them to Tobago. Gary might do that.
Well,
why citizens of Trinidad and Tobago need to wake up.
Yes.
Need to wake up. And thank you for Real Talk. Thank you for Ian and all too. Both of you are doing a great job. But come on, man. These people who are getting in power need to do a better job.
It's going to their head.
Take them out. Take them out one time.
It's going to their head.
Stupidity to the highest level, and people out Trinidad and Tobago is falling for it.
Thank you, my friend.
So much.
It's going to your head. You see, the thing is, when you want to be effective and you want to be powerful, you do not allow power to get to your head. You know why? You know why you don't let it get to your head? Because you're already sitting on the chair. You see, I understand I am already a spiritual man. I understand I'm doing spiritual work. So I'm not going to let that get to my head. No. You're already in it. You are already the commissioner. Sit down, rock back, think, focus, put your plan into gear, and execute it. Otherwise, you will have a name like the former commissioner. So to the ministers who does sit down and watch Real Talk, I will say a special good night to you. My good friend, the Attorney General, I am still waiting to see the child sex offender, because over the carnival weekend, there was a 21-year-old individual with 6 counts, 6 cases before the magistrate with child having sex with a minor, then I should say. 6 charges. That is when they hold the 16-year-old in the Moruga Forest. I believe it's the Moruga Forest. Eh? 21 years old. With 6 different charges of sexual assault. And a 16-year-old now, he held captive in the forest. So I'm waiting to see how long this sex registry offender bill will take to come into effect. Viewers, we are almost out of time for tonight. We are out of time for tonight, but do join me tomorrow. Tell your friends and your family. Real Talk with Saieed Ali is back on the air. I'm healthy like a horse. Viewers, be safe and enjoy your night. Oh, we still have 1 minute? What all you have to say, viewers, concerning our commissioner? I want to hear what you have to say, because let me tell you, on one side, I would applaud you in going after a criminal. But you see now, when I started to talk now about how you want to take the Western officers when they catch them guilty, and if you catch the officers guilty with drugs, you want to change them. But you know what this reminds me? Remember LaHunt? LaHunt was on the phone when one of your officers stopped him. And we never hear nothing about that again. So my friend, the commissioner, stand strong. Viewers, our minute have passed, but do join me tomorrow night. Enjoy it and be safe until 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call
1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.